guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time to show you the junk that we purchased throughout the week. We tell you what we paid for it and what we're gonna sell it for in our online store at JamiRayVintage.com, and as well as our physical retail store. Today's a little different, it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, we got a bunch of really good stuff. I don't know that I would say it's all high end, but we've got some antiques, we've got some collectible items, we have a lot of vintage stuff today, and all of it's pretty good. It's
worth a good amount of money. I am a little bit sad. If you guys watched the video from Monday, you saw that we passed on this brass piece. It wound up being a fan that was worth somewhere between $400 to like $1,000. As soon as I realized what it was when I was editing that video, I went straight back to the thrift store and it was gone. So I really should have clicked on what it was when I was there, but still so many amazing things. If you want to shop, click Saturday Thrift Haul on the website. Caitlin is dropping links, and we're gonna get going.
All right, this is a thrift store marriage. They had these sitting in there, I think for a wedding. They had something glued on the top. You can see the glue, probably a glass jar or something up there, but that was gone. So I found this like charger or whatever, and it is wood. So I think I'm going to nail that on there, glue it on, straighten it up. It's a little wobbly. And I paid $1 for this and $1.50, I think, for this. Yeah, so I'm $2.50 in, and we are selling it for, wait for it, I cannot read my own handwriting.
$24.95.
Is that $24.95? Oh yeah, my pen wasn't working. Only half the
30,
nines there.
So that's $34.95.
30, it's a 3.
I was like, that seems low, because what we're also gonna have to do is whoever made this did not center it, so we're gonna fill it and recenter the middle piece. These are actually all random pieces from the hardware store. Like that is just a table leg from the hardware store. This is a plaque that would probably go like for a stairwell at the hardware store. We're gonna fix it and make it better.
It's gonna be cool. We do that a lot with stuff, so when you see something at the thrift store, be like, what can I make this and turn it into something cooler that would actually be useful?
Here's another little misfit item. This is a clock that they had multiple prices on. They finally came down to $2 on, and we scooped it up. Missing the top, not an issue. We'll put an IOD mold on here. We could screw on another knob. There's like a lot of different ways to fix that. We'll paint her up, fix the top, and this clock's gonna be $39.95.
Well, and when I was looking at this at the thrift store, one of the things I look for, how hard is this thing gonna be to get apart? I got like some styrofoam and some duct tape situation back here, but this just has these little clasps here. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, I don't even need a screwdriver to take this apart and paint it.
I think it's because Zeb said they probably didn't like the
sound of the chime or whatever.
Sound on the hour, so they like put that to like silence it.
Well, I don't even know if it has a chime. Like I don't
know what other reason that would be there. Maybe for transporting it?
It was overheating. They had to insulate it. I don't know.
I have no idea. Okay, here's another great item. This one I had to squat down on the bottom shelf for. It's a Bavarian Doll. It's a bisque, or yeah, it's like a, I don't even know how to explain.
Let me bring it close.
It's like a bisque wooden.
It's not wood.
It's not, well, it's not porcelain though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? And it's actually in the original box. If you look close, it has like a scalloped edge with paper lace on it. So that's cool. You very rarely find them in the box. The box is not perfect shape, but still pretty cute.
We probably would have had like a clear plastic top or something like that.
Yeah, well, what did we find these? They were like 120 online?
Oh, I saw one for 180 that was new in the box.
Okay, so
it's still got the original like thread holding his little stockings and feet in there.
We paid $2 and we're selling it for, what's the price on that one? I thought it was $89.95.
Oh shoot, where'd I put it?
I don't think you put it on there.
I missed it when I was trying to find what it was actually worth.
Let me look it up. I think it was $89.
Yeah, you might want to just keep that out so that we can look up all the things.
$89.95. I remembered.
There you go.
Isn't that so cute?
It's cool though that it's still like got all his clothes, all his shoes, his hat's still there, still strapped in the box.
He's in almost like new condition, which is awesome.
Okay. We love a good toolbox, and this is a good one. This is Craftsman, says made in USA right on the Craftsman plaque. It's big, it's got its original tool tray in here, and just, you know, I use these, very functional as a toolbox, great for organizing craft supplies. A lot of people like to repaint these and do IOD and things on them.
I think I'd leave it the way it is because I love this Craftsman logo on the front. It has like saw teeth on the top of the logo.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and it's a nice, good size, perfect for organizing things.
Well,
and they don't make toolboxes like this anymore.
Yeah, this is a metal plaque that's been riveted on there, so it's cool. It's a good one.
Okay, so we also have, let's talk about some more.
I don't know if we said, it was $5 and we're selling it for $39.95.
A lot of people want to know why we do this for our shop. I included in Monday's video as well, like pictures of our store showing how it looks. And ironically, when we were at the thrift store, what did the manager say? The manager said, how come everything looks so much better in your cart? Royal Kent Poland Creamer for $16.95.
Are we dark on camera?
I don't know.
It looks like we might be dark.
We don't have any lights on. You want to turn the lights
I'm going to flip a light on or two.
Oh, okay, we'll turn some lights onto the situation.
I think it was bright before we popped in there. All right. There,
Is
now
that better?
I'll show you. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, oh, there you go. Now you can see this good pattern here. And it does need washed, you know. We give everything a good scrub before we ship it out to you. Because sometimes when you're donating stuff at the thrift store, people aren't worried it was in a yard sale or in a barn or whatever, or a garage for days and months and years, and they don't really worry about it too much.
This is a cute little succulent and planter, probably originally from like IKEA. I'm going to dry brush the pot though, and the plant as well as a planter with the dry brush pot will be $19.95.
I have a new appreciation for succulents. They grow well out here in the desert, and I didn't expect them to. Some are kind of fragile and delicate, but some just, you know, we've got some out front at the shop. The UV index is like 12 and they're growing like crazy.
Yeah, they're like the workhorses of the plant department. Some of the plants I planted in the front part are looking a little sad. They need more water, but those succulents are like, dude, we got you. Yeah. We're just gonna grow. We're not gonna require a lot of effort, and that's what I need.
Plus bonus, we've got these pretty little pink flowers that we're gonna put out every day, and by the afternoon they'll close up.
So cute little basket here with a scalloped edge. It's lined with floral.
Is that bonus floral, or did you find that like that?
No, it was like that.
So someone already just had the foam and set it down in there?
Yep.
It's very ferny.
$2. We're selling for $12.95.
It kind of looks like cilantro to me.
It's Fernalicious. You know, it's Fergalicious. All right, let's do this too because we've got, this is our last bit of green. Actually, we have lavender.
I love the hanging beads on this.
You want to show them that?
Ooh, we almost dropped it.
I think that one is $19.95 as well. It's got the faux succulents in it. We need to maybe magic eraser a little bit. It's got some scuffs, but otherwise, great condition on the pot. I like the bead of pearls, is that what it's called? I'm learning names of succulents.
But it's also a good one. How did you say price?
$19.95.
Oh, you were right. You are correct. While we've got little creamers out here, let's show them. Do you want to grab that one too?
Yeah. This
one is not old. It's Victoria's Garden. Just a tiny little creamer. It looks like it's functional, but almost looks like it's for a doll set to me, like a large doll. Could be the teapot for some dolls, or you could just use it as a creamer, depending on how much cream you use. I always go heavy on milk with anything I'm doing, so.
So you have a price on that one?
Yeah, it was $1. It's going to be $7.95, and then this. They had a bunch of this stuff randomly through the thrift store. I found this on one shelf and this on another. So this is Mikasa Continental. These are the silk flower designs. And so I've got the creamer, snagged a little plate here and put those together. So that is going to be $12.95. They were $1 each at the thrift store. And then this is the butter dish. It was $1.50. I feel like that's a steal on any butter dish.
Yeah,
Same pattern there, and this one will be $14.95.
I would call this like a cute cottagey grandma floral.
It's the silk flower, so we're going to go with that.
I would love it.
It's kind of like a muted rosy pink.
I hope these mugs sell because we're starting to get a collection of your brownware.
Are we? I feel like some has sold. This is
Cumberland, Japan.
Stoneware, Cumberland, May Blossoms, Japan. Made in Japan.
That's going to bring it up close because he wants you to see the amazingness.
I really love it. I think this is, since this isn't what's selling, this is what we're going to put in the cottage. It's not that it's not selling, it's that I've been buying a ton of it. Look at that fun little, that's called, I guess they're calling it a May Blossom? I don't know. I'm going to go with that.
I don't know what a May Blossom is.
It looks like a blossom someone made up. But I like the
did.
design. I found 3 of them. They're going to be $4.95 each.
So we've had this actually for a while, and somehow I forgot to list it a while back, and I've been meaning to put it week after week, and the thrift haul finally did. Originally from Party Barn, tarnished silver, heavy plate, not your thin, cheap tarnished silver. And it was $4, and we're selling for $17.95.
I think it would be really, it's got like fingerprints in it, so it might be good shined up, or you know, if you're into the fingerprints, you can leave them.
They're on the back. The
Yeah.
front is not. It's just tarnished.
Yep.
All right, so
It's
let's
like
show
in the
this
tarnish.
lavender.
So this lavender is awesome. It's like they took like a burlap sack on this and pressed it in while the clay was still wet. It's terracotta. It was $2. It's going to be $26.95. But lavender this size, you could pay probably
50
to $20 just for the lavender
But
without
potted.
the pot or anything.
Potted would be like $40, $50. This is aged. It's got a little chippiness to it. I was actually thinking ace bandage.
That's all right. You let me know. Do you feel like this is a burlap pattern or an ace bandage
I mean, it's
pattern?
cool either way. I'm not going to paint it. I like the way it looks, but
Ace bandage. And this is muted, but it just says plants on it there, this little plaque here. But let me see if I can come on, texture, work with me. Oh, there you can see it. Does that look like an ace bandage to you? I don't know. It doesn't look like an ace bandage to me.
cute
Looks like a
little
burlap
bunny.
sack.
$3, and we're selling it for $19.95. It looks like a paper mache. I'm not going to paint it because it's great the way it is. They put like a dark wax or glaze on it. So cute. Love the little basket. It's got a little egg in there. I know it's not Easter, but when I find good bunny decor, I buy it year round.
Here's the thing, it's summertime, and that would go perfect like in a little flower garden or even just like along like a little
You
path.
could put a little flower in here and it would look great for summer, like sunflowers or something.
Yeah.
I think it's cute the way it is. But just saying, like, I don't just buy bunnies at Easter time because they're good. And at Easter time, you can't find them.
So I wanted to call this like an accordion peg rack situation.
It is an accordion wall peg rack.
Wall peg rack. I think I was spelling accordion wrong, so I didn't put it in the description. But
It's natural wood.
it's got these really great pegs. Sometimes the pegs are like all kind of tiny, and this has some really good, I want to say they look like they're maple pegs to me.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me because really tight grained wood. So it was $1.50. We're selling for $19.95 as is. Very farmhousey, cottagey.
Oh yeah, and you can put so much stuff on there. Like you put like 20 towels in your kitchen on
You
that.
need
if
that
you
for all
want.
your hats.
I only have
Here's
3.
the key to my heart.
Is it? Let's
No.
see. Does it unlock it? I feel like this is a weapon. It's weapon
cast
grade.
iron. It was $1 and we're selling for $14.95. We buy keys, we buy key hooks, we buy anything with key. Like always sells. If you guys are resellers, never discount a key or a bunny. Like good items to pick up.
You know how like sometimes you go to the gas station and the bathroom is outside and they give you like
Yeah.
this random weird chain or whatever that's hooked to the key or like a baton or something. You could give people this with the key on it to get into the bathroom.
That's funny. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, listen, I'm not stealing your key, but I do appreciate your bathroom. So I will do whatever I gotta do. All right, I'm gonna try to open this while
Here, I
you
can
show
do
them
it.
the plates.
Let's do it the other way around.
Okay, so I had no idea the value of these plates. They are 222 Fifth Adelaide Yellow. They go for a lot depending on where you buy them. So I tried to be reasonable. I actually saw these plates up to $12, the bigger plates up to $20, and then platters up to like $30, $40, $50. I have 3 of this, I'm gonna call it salad size. They were $2, I'm selling for $6.95 each. I love this pattern. Can we show them the hula girls in a minute? I'm still showing my plates. I paid
just snuck it up
$3 each
in.
for these. They're heavy, heavy duty. They're $9.95 each. And I have 4 of them. And I actually, like, let me show you the pattern.
Here, I'll bring
Look
it.
how great that is. It's got a bird on it, a floral, and the yellow is like nice and soft. It would go with cottage, it could go with Victorian, it could go with French country, even bohemian because it's bright enough. Like if you were to pair some fun,
It's a really good
bright
wall
colors, pattern. It's good. So here's the platter was $4. We're selling that for $19.95. And then the bigger platter was $5 and we're selling it for $24.95. So actually I paid a little more for these than I do some of the china But it's all heavy, like stoneware, and in good condition. Like not any major chips or defects in it. So I thought it was a good deal.
All right, so this girl's the pepper. Oh, let me get her to focus.
How do you know the difference between salt and pepper?
And this girl's the salt. Pepper has 3 holes, salt has 2.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Salt has 3, pepper has 2.
Because you don't want to dump the pepper.
Yeah.
Sorry, I told you wrong. I was backwards.
Unless you're in England, then salt only has 1 because they don't put a lot of salt on stuff.
And the English salt was not strong.
It's funny because France has the best salt in the world. You go to England and you gotta like douse your food. I think it's just because Americans are used to a high sodium diet. Because the food in England's amazing. And I thought maybe it was just us, but I saw a reel the other day. And it's like when your English wife is making dinner and he's like hugging and kissing her and behind her back he's putting salt in her food. I was like, probably not good for the blood pressure, but we like salty food. I actually have really low blood pressure, so high sodium is good for me. And Zeb actually is low on sodium too. He has to eat extra salt.
It's a real bummer.
I think it's because he sweats a lot, especially in the summer.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe, she's like, I don't know why your numbers are so low on your sodium. I'm like, it could be because I'm sweating like a Gatorade every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like a 32-ounce Gatorade is sweating
outside.
Out of me.
So we can salt our food all we want. All that to say. All right, so I usually...
Oh, hold on, time out.
Oh.
The Hula Girls were $2 and they're gonna be $9.95 once I get them back in the package.
I love that they have the original package because it makes shipping them easier. Okay, normally I pass on these, but we have done something cool before. We put like a little piece of wood in here. We just kind of epoxy it in and make a tray. This one is special because it has these like turned handles that are embossed. I know you can't see that on camera. And then the feet are really pretty. It's chunky. It's just a really great design. So it was $2. I'm gonna have Zeb cut me out a little piece of like thin,
quarter inch,
whatever the tiniest, thinnest wood you can. If we had, what's that wood that everybody loves to use? Balsa wood?
Balsa wood.
If we had balsa wood, I'd use that. And it's gonna be $19.95 once we put a bottom in it. And it's just gonna make a great, you could use this in a bathroom, in a kitchen, on a coffee table. It's cute.
I didn't know everybody loved to use balsa wood.
Well, they use it for like when they need thin wood for things.
Yeah, it's like a craft wood. It's like super light.
Yeah.
You make model airplanes out of it.
So here's a fluted milk glass. There's like only maybe a little teeny tiny chip, but I think we can sand that. It's like in the, you know how in the mold there's like a thin edge sometimes that overpours?
Oh, you're talking about that.
That's what that is.
It is sharp, but it's not a chip.
It's not chipped in the design. It's in the like overpour, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna fix that. It was $1. We're gonna sell this bud vase for $6.95. I love it because it's fluted, scalloped edges, and scalloped on the top. This is a design I haven't seen a lot.
It's got kind of like a blue-green hue. I don't know that it's old. It's like got plastic wrap over the cork. It's brand new. It's new old stock. It was $1.50. It's like a little oil flask. But we're selling it for $9.95.
Oh, you know what you left in the car?
What I leave in the car?
Your giant plant stand.
Do you want me to go grab that?
Yeah,
We're not selling that though, right?
But we can still show it to them.
Let me show them to you. I'll show it to you. I'm
gonna keep showing stuff.
Show me your boot.
I bought this cute little rain boot. It's yellow and polka dot, and it was $1, and I'm gonna sell it for $9.95. All of the little things like this, if they don't sell, once we get all of our succulent supplies, we're gonna have Keziah put succulents in them. So I'm gonna be picking up little containers, teacups, all kinds of things. Maybe if Zeb's Japanese mugs don't sell, I could put little succulents in them. That'd be cute. All right, next up, terracotta planter. These lovely, whatever you wanna call them, have to go. I don't like them. I don't know why. It's not my favorite. Love that they have this detail on here. We'll get a new paint job and some dark wax. It's gonna be cute. It was $2 and it'll be $26.95 once I give it a little upcycled look there. Next up we have a marriage. This is a Zeb and Jami. I found, that's just Cody. Cody, would you come say hi to him?
Cody, it's okay.
It's just Dad.
Hey.
Sorry,
He just
barks
heard
at
the door.
everything. So I found this lid and I literally just passed it to Zeb in the thrift store and said, find a bottom for this. And he found like
It's like you were on a mission. I don't even know where you were headed in the thrift store.
I was like, I gotta go. You gotta work with this. So this was $1. This was $2. This looks like a little fish bowl. And it's gonna be $19.95 together.
You gotta, it's like fits so perfectly. You gotta kind of like twist it just right. There you go. There it's in.
Well, then it won't fall off.
It definitely doesn't.
It's perfect. Okay, why don't you show them your piece now?
Okay, so this is huge for shipping. Oh, lost a
I can list it because they actually do sell well, and we can box that. It's just gonna be more. Like, we paid $10 for this plant stand. It'll probably be $300 on the website because of shipping, because our website doesn't charge enough shipping, and it'll be like $125 in the shop. It's cute. It's rusty.
It doesn't unscrew, so it's all welded together.
So cute.
Can you see the whole thing?
Yeah, I think that's gonna sell well. I would have picked that up too.
It was only $10.
It's the only big thing you bought this week.
I know. And my cart ironically was empty because of it.
Don't worry, I got you, boo. I bought like 90% of this stuff. I was having a good time shopping.
Okay, so these ball jars, they're not old. They're for like storage canisters. Looks like someone's used this one a lot. Or the thing's on upside down. There we go. It's upside down. Let me fix this. But they're gallon size. It might actually be over a gallon. Oh, that was not wrong side out. No, I was wrong.
Does it say on the bottom or no?
It's not for home canning.
Well, no,
is what it says on the bottom. So it was $2. It's going to be $19.95. We got 2 of them.
Not for home canning. Yeah, you can't home can in the half gallons either. You could put dry goods in them, but you can't pressure or water bath, because what happens is the stuff in the center doesn't come up to pressure or water bath temperature enough because it's too big. But they're great for storage. They're for your pantry. Or like if you want to put like OxyClean and Tide Pods in them, they'd be great for a bathroom. Or
all right, we're just going to leave it like it's like a little collar.
It's perfect. All right, next up, what did we say these? Jasperware.
Jasperware.
Back in the day, I might have painted these. Like, before I started using Google Lens, I had no idea what things were, and people used to give me such a hard time on these videos. They're like, that was worth so much more money. Now I have Google Lens. I take a picture, I put it in, see how much it's worth. This was $1.50 for each of these Jasperware platters. We've got the minstrel and then the dude kissing the maiden. We're gonna sell them for $19.95 each. Where did you say you found these for as high as like $50 a piece?
Yeah, there's like several different designs, but some of them are worth like $70, $80.
I just love the color because it looks like Apothecary and White Swan to me. I had no idea they were valuable. So, who knew? I probably, without knowing their value, would have sold them for $9.95 for looks alone, but knowing that they are worth more, I upped the price to $19.95. We try to still go below what we're finding things listed at online.
All right. We're going to see if we can go in order here. Okay. We'll say that January is the start of the year, and even though it's dead of winter in January, we're going to start out with spring. Courier and Ives. This is the seasonal plates. They were $1 each. We're selling them individually. Where did I write that down? Hold please. $9.95. All right, so this is spring.
And we saw them $50, $60 and up for the set.
Yeah.
Or more. One plate was like $20 individually, made in Japan. This is another thing, I just scooped them up because I just thought, those are cute, they're made in Japan for $1. They're definitely worth it, even if they're not collectible. But the coloring is what, I love the muted, like kind of washed out watercolory look of them.
Well, and they got great little cottage views. Like that was summer, this is autumn. They got the pumpkins and the apples, although our apples are coming off the tree right now. And we gotta go get out there and get them.
Yeah, I mean, they're not ready to eat, but they're falling off.
And then winter, little sleigh bells.
Sleigh bells ring.
So they're $9.95 each.
Yeah, we're selling them individually. Sometimes I sell things in sets, but things like that I'll sell individually because occasionally somebody's looking for one piece to complete a set. All right, speaking of one piece, we have one lone glass candlestick. We're gonna have to heat gun the wax off of it. It was $1 and we're gonna sell for $4.95.
I wasn't gonna get it, but I occasionally see them like that, and what'll happen is I'll get 3, 4, 5, 6 of them built up at the shop, and someone will see them all together and they'll be like, oh, and they'll buy a set.
Like an arrangement or whatever. All right, so cute little, this is a resin clock. It's older, like Homeco style. It's not like a modern one. It's got some, like, see, is that a scratch or is that, that's hot glue?
No, so it had tape on there, and the residue from the tape outline is on there still. So we just gotta.
Little lemon oil will get the tape residue.
It is glass.
Off.
I think it's got like a little scratch here that we're not gonna be able to get out. But otherwise, it's in really great condition.
I love the color. I love the font on the numbers. Like sometimes I don't like the font. It was $4 and I don't know what we're selling it for because Zeb didn't write it on there.
I missed a few things.
Zeb doesn't normally do the listing. And
well,
today
I was having a
editing.
struggle with my phone. It was like anytime there was a variant, like if there was more than one thing per listing, my phone would just time out and I'd have to start over again. And it was really frustrating.
I'm not glad that you struggled, but I'm kind of glad that you kind of saw why I get so, you're like, it's not a hard task, but I get like annoyed. I'm not seeing this clock on here. Are you sure you listed it?
Did I miss it?
Let me double check.
Well, by the
gold clock, $22.95. I was working getting this haul because it's Monday. We're filming ahead of time. I was working on getting this video of the actual buying the haul up, and so
Did we even tell him why? Did we even tell him why?
Oh, Zeb's grandpa passed away.
Yeah, my grandpa passed away, so we're going to the funeral this weekend. So when you're watching this, we will be done with the funeral and probably headed back down
to Mesa.
To Mesa, yep. To get because we had an early flight back
We're only
home.
going to be gone a couple days. Summertime is hard. You're like, we have so much going on, and we've had weddings and just lots of things. Like I have another wedding next month. Yeah, busy. All right, show them.
Little succulent planters, or what? They could be any planters, but succulents work great in these because I don't feel like they throw like a ton of deep roots.
These are like aggregate.
Yeah, well, they're like cement, but they've got a ton of stuff mixed into the cement.
Yeah, they're cute. $1. We're gonna sell them for $6.95 each. I feel like we said that kind of casually, like Zeb's grandpa died. Like Zeb's grandpa passed away, but we knew he was going to pass, and he was very sad missing Zeb's.
My grandma passed last year in August, and he's had a struggle for the last year.
So it was a sweet blessing that he now gets to be with his wife. So these are interesting because we each thrifted one. I thrifted this one with the purple hue, and Zeb thrifted that one.
So this one here has, we found them separately, but this one has a little bit of a crack. I almost didn't get it, but it's got glazing in the crack, so it's been like that and hasn't broken. So I think I'm just gonna drop a little glue in the back,
maybe
and
some epoxy.
We're gonna paint these up, so you won't even know.
They'll be super cute. Ironically, I paid $1, Zeb paid $1.50, and his was broken, and they're going to be $14.95 once we paint them all up. This detail is just gonna look really good painted. So when you guys are looking for stuff in the thrift store that you want to repaint, this is always something good. This is a lot like I showed this while you were outside. These are going to look very similar. If we paint them to match, they would actually look like a matching set, even though they're absolutely
like you could do a whole setup, you know, maybe even get like some tulips or bulbs or something going.
You're so fancy. I do need you to take these rings off for me later.
I knew you were going to want those rings off. They're fine. It's so you can hang it. So you can like string it up and like just hang it.
Oh, okay, fine. I'll leave them on. If you guys want, hopefully somebody didn't buy it before I told them I said leave them on, so hopefully they'll be okay with it. And we'll see if people still want it with the hooks. And if people like them, then maybe occasionally I will. And the only reason I'm conceding is because these are chunky. I don't like them.
They're big.
When they're the skinny ones, they just look chintzy to me.
The little spindly ones.
All right, let's bring on the bells.
This is a Fenton bell.
Didn't know it when I bought it. I was just like, ooh, pink piggy, count me in.
It's got like, you wouldn't even hardly know it unless you saw the sun coming through it. But it's like fluted inside. It's got like a design inside.
Translucent? What's inside? Oh, it's like embossed on the interior.
Yep, it's got these two little pigs on there.
Fenton likes to put details in that. Again, thanks to the Google Lens, I probably would have sold it for like $10, but I'm gonna sell it for $19.95. I found it for $22 to $30-ish online, and I paid $2 for it.
Yeah.
So I was excited to find a Fenton bell. Anything Fenton is always good, and the scalloped edge is so cute. Plus, piggies. Okay.
All right, so this bell here, Oregon Coast. if you're, I just love it because it's brass and it's got a seagull.
I bought it for the seagull. I didn't even notice it said Oregon on it. I was just like, that's so cute. I love the brass bell.
Yeah, and then this one is from Jackson Hole, but it's got a horse. So that's why we went with this one here, because, you know, equestrian. If you don't care that it's a Jackson Hole, if you don't care about that, then you could flip it around this way on display or whatever. And
that's what I probably would do.
Yep.
Same thing with this. You could just put it this way and you don't even see the Oregon.
And you get the seagull and the horse.
It's cute.
Fun little brass bells. We have 2 of these. They've got a picture of an image of Christ with a rose wreath.
They look kind of like the Lord's Prayer, like that image of the Savior.
Yes.
That's what I would think this picture is. Or that, like the vintagey one you see in all the churches. Like, I really love this image of him. He's got nice dark skin, which is indicative of what he would have looked like. And I love the flowers. It's just pretty. It's just a pretty bell. They were $1 each, and we're selling for $7.95 each.
$75.
$7.95 each. Now that we've showed the Jesus bells, let's show the Vegas slot machines. It's like the antithesis, the opposite? Is that the word? The opposite of these bells is the salt and pepper shakers.
But salt and pepper shakers, we don't pass them because they're collectible, and you know, maybe you want them. We've got
Vegas, baby.
One has like a tiny little chip here.
I'm gonna put sealer on it.
We're just gonna seal over it.
It's like the glaze is chipped, not the item. So I saw if I just put like gloss, we have the gloss sealer from Sweet Pickins.
Because you know how you kind of want to shake a slot machine sometimes? You just shake the money out of it. Like
you could shake the salt and pepper. Actually, I'm gonna take this one and this one. They need minor repairs, and I'm gonna set them aside so I don't forget.
Okay.
When we're packaging it all up.
Look at this awesome wall organizer.
What?
It's got hooks on the side for your keys, or like a hat, or a little purse.
It looks like old barnwood. I'm going to dry brush it. This needs to be glued and clamped.
Yeah, it's got like part of it split.
It was made with 2 pieces, and then the glue just.
It's all one piece. It just split.
Oh, well, we're gonna put glue and clamp it, and then dry brush it.
You'll never know.
$3, and we're selling for $49.95.
Except for I just told you, you'll never know.
I didn't know when I bought it that it even had hooks on the side. I just thought it was cute.
So these, I want to say that these are like
chalkboards.
Yeah, they're little chalkboards. They're not made to slip out, but you could erase them real easy.
You could put like a little IOD transfer on them too.
Yep.
So cute. So cute.
All right, so we've got, this is probably one of the cooler things we thrifted. This
it's
plaque.
a relief. And again, didn't know it was valuable. I was gonna paint it. Turns out that it is. The price on the back from the original store was $140. I saw them 60 plus online for the Lord's Supper reliefs. I paid $3 and I'm selling it for $39.95. Now I am gonna tell you, if it doesn't sell in a decent amount of time, I probably will come back and paint it and make it look like stone.
There were some on there that were just like they
Single
were
tone?
Yeah, they were just
Or
they
gold
looked like
with dark wax.
They looked like plaster.
But I'm gonna see if somebody wants it like this first. The mid-century type items like this tend to sell better as is. And I want to let people have what they want. So we'll see. If you guys are new here, we have a shop, and our shop is an old church. So aside from the fact that we love Jesus, I love to buy anything like religious because I just think it works well. It's almost like a little church bookstore. Because you can find all the cute little thingies at the church bookstore. So I pick it up when I can.
All right, 5x7 frame.
It's a good one.
This is probably one of the better frames we've got at the thrift store this year. It's amazing. It's got a ton of detail on there. It's not like overwhelmingly huge, but we're gonna put some art in this. Not sure what yet. Maybe we'll get to that before we're done here. And are you painting it or are you leaving it as is?
I'm leaving it as is because I do like the look, and I need more white in the shop.
Yep.
People say I paint everything like neutrals and stuff, but our shop is pretty colorful, and every now and then I'm looking for white decor to pair something that has a lot of color to balance it out. So I'm gonna leave that the way it is.
I'll get some art and we'll put it in here before we're done. I'll set it right here so I can remember.
I want floral.
Floral. I don't know if I have any floral.
Do you have any licensed art that we haven't come out with yet that we could just print real quick?
I could print something real fast, I think. Yeah, I've got a few that I've been licensing that are, because it's hard, because when you're doing the decoupage paper that we
use
make.
lots of images.
I use a bunch of images and combine them and do that sort of thing. But every now and then I'll find something that I just love and I'll pay a little more to get the commercial licensing for it so that I can just print that because it's worth it if in like its original format. But you got to be careful because if you're downloading a bunch of images, that racks up real quick. Like, you can spend a lot of money.
Maybe we'll put something together we might put for our next decoupage release.
Yeah, so I typically only download stuff I love.
Yeah, we have a lot. As of yet, I'm not sure that we've made a profit because we love a lot of things.
Look at all this. Like, look at these cows in this field and these sheep. Wouldn't they be beautiful hanging somewhere? It's like in the archives now. We haven't done anything with it yet.
It's fine. We're working on it. All right. This is so cute. This has got like vinyl on it. Like somebody had maybe not. Oh, nope, it's not. It's paint. So I'm going to paint this and put an IOD transfer.
Honestly, I think if we just sand it and then you could do like some vinegar and this would come right off and then you'd just have the aged galvanized.
Because I want to leave it galvanized. So if I can and it looks good, I will, and then I'll put a transfer on it.
Yeah, we can sand this off, then it's going to get all rusty. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're putting the transfer on there, don't sand it. We could make it rusty, seal it, then put the transfer on.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It was $2 and we're selling it for...
I think it was $22.95. That was one of those last ones I was doing once I was ready to throw my phone.
Maybe $24.95. I can't be sure.
Right around in there. Caitlin will give you the exact price. We've been kind of rapid firing here like we do when we don't have your comments to read in real time.
I'll be like, Les says, smile at the camera. Sally Vaughn's Wall says that it's hot in Phoenix. I'm just making stuff up. Leslie's on here. She says she was first.
Sally,
I'm making up comments.
Sally, we're
headed to the valley of the sun.
Gonna come experience the heat down in the valley. All right, bean pot. I love these. They're great for just stuffing flowers in the top of. You don't got to do anything, and they love fake flowers too.
Beautiful crockery. Leaving it as is. Paid $2 for it.
It's going to be $22.95.
$22.95.
Stoneware. It's the good stuff.
Caitlin wants to know if the thrift haul is up. I was like, yep.
Yeah, it's up. It's ready to go. I think it is. All right, so this was kind of a controversial buy.
Controversial?
Jamie's like, when are you getting that clock for? It's got a couple little chips in it. It's actually stone, and then it's hand painted to look like walnut. It's very heavy.
It's valuable.
It was $10. Some of these were going for as much as $200 if they didn't have any chips. Ours has a couple little chips on the back, but if you put it up against the wall, you're never going to see them.
I'm going to put dark wax on the chips.
But yeah, it's hand painted to make it look like walnut. And ours is only going to be, oh, now I can't read my handwriting.
$59.95.
$59.95.
It was $10.
Yeah, $10, which is more than I would have normally paid. But I'm like, man, that's so heavy. I love it. I'm going to get it.
Super cute. You did good. I should not question you. I know better. I know better than that.
Okay, we showed that. Oh, tell them about your fabric here.
Okay, and then we still have a few more things.
We have
some large art coming, so stay tuned for the art. Okay, this came from Sandy. Remember, we had the Sandy haul. I kept a lot of the fabric that she sent for projects, but I'm going to pass this along. I'm selling for $12.95. You get about a yard of this like vintagey floral fabric, and then
that's roughly. We didn't measure it.
And then this whole panel, it's a curtain of this blue and white stripe, very cottagey, and it's $12.95 for the set. So you get both pieces.
I'll show you. This is how big this is, and it's duck cloth. If you were careful, you could probably do a couple chair seats with this.
And you could do a couple pillows. You could actually do 4 pillows if you backed it with drop cloth. So super cute fabric that I'm passing along. If it doesn't wind up selling and I need it for a project, I might pull it off the website. But I have to be careful because I do have a lot of project fabric. And so I can be a hoarder real quick. So I'm gonna pass these along. Also, Sandy washed them and they smell amazing. I don't know what kind of like laundry soap she uses, but I'm not sad about it.
Did we show everything over here that's kind of crowded onto your side?
Yes, this is all. We just need to show that one and then those 2 pots and then all the big stuff.
Do we have enough rolling pins we can kind of show them what we do with this kind of stuff?
You can show them with all my stuff. Those are too short.
Those are too short. I think there's a big rolling pin down there in the drawer.
Let me dig out my, here's this one.
Okay, this one here.
That's it.
Okay.
I might have sold the other one.
So we like to get these and keep them at the shop as long as we can, but usually we don't because people are like, I got a bunch of rolling pins and wooden utensils. I'm going to use that on my counter. But that's what we use them for display and things. It's a lot of fun. And this was $3. And this is another one of those where my pen wasn't working.
$36.95.
$36.95. They're big. We call them like big glass crocks because essentially this is like a #2 crock.
I like it better than a crock for rolling pins because you can see them, especially if they've got like fun painted handles. They're great for display.
All right, so real quick, who knows what this is from? I know some of you are gonna know.
I had no idea.
It's on the wall above the TV or by the TV. I can't remember. Or maybe before the TV was there on the Friends set.
So it's a framed poster. It's a French poster, and apparently Monica had it from Friends. We paid $5 for it, and we're selling it for $69.95. I've watched Friends forever. Had no idea.
Yeah, it's up there on the wall, like in the family room, right off there where they eat.
Yeah, so cute. I just love it for the art factor, but if you're a Friends fan, maybe you want it for that. Next up, we have some original art. This is a 15 by 30 canvas that's been framed. Is it right side up? Nope.
Nope. You're showing them upside down, and it's acrylic.
Original.
Someone painted that, and
it was $25.
From 1990.
It had like plastic wrap on it, so it's in pretty good condition. I'm gonna sell it for $169.95. It's so cottagey. It reminds me of like Marie Antoinette in her peasant village that she had next to her castle or palace. Like, that's what it kind of reminded me of. I just love the little girl, I love the geese, and it's big. It's like really nice original art, painted by Nebby. Couldn't find if that was a famous person or not in 1990. So cute. I love art.
All right, and finally we've got this ceiling tile that, I don't know, it's just like embossed tin, but
Zeb passed on it because it was big, and then I picked it up.
I didn't get it, but I loved it. I almost got it, and then Jami got it anyway. I think that this would work really awesome as a rosette for a ceiling light or even a ceiling fan. You put this up on your ceiling, and then that's up above, and then the lamp or the fan hangs down below. Might have to cut out this middle section, but I think this would be really cool like that, because sometimes you've got, sometimes you got like a hole you need to cover or whatever. Just pop this up there. It would be awesome. It's got these 4 fleur-de-lis on there. It's really great. We are selling it for $89.95.
That's what this costs. It's called Copper Craft. Sorry, I had to look this up. So I found these 2 pieces. They're like embossed copper, and it's over the top of a relief design. They're not in perfect condition, but I saw these go for upwards of $400 or more for some of these similar pieces. These are from Chile originally, but I love the art. So Zeb has the Hillside Village. To me, it looks very country. I love the copper, of course. It's got great patina, and they were $5 each. $5. I found some like these online for $400, and I paid $5.
Show them this seaside one, or this little harbor.
And I'm selling for $149.95 each. So again, obviously we're making a profit on them, but I do try when I find things that I get a good deal on to pass it along at less than the full value, even though most resellers don't do that.
It's like you're getting instant equity when you buy these.
That's right. They're an instant equity collection. Okay.
We got 2 more things.
So we do? Oh, my pots. Luckily, my cart was full, but I had room on the bottom. These are giant terracotta pots. Normally you find them, they're like this big. These are big ones. They were $5 each. I'm going to repair, this has a small crack, so it'll get epoxy. We're gonna paint them, and they'll be $48.95 each once they're all painted up.
What are you going to paint them? You going to do any like fun stencil or anything on these?
You know what? I'm not going to say because I don't know that I'll remember next week.
You don't want to commit?
I don't want to commit.
To what we're going to do after
because it's Monday
we've been traveling.
I'm not painting them till next Monday, and I will have had a trip since then. So.
Well, and we're taking all the kids. Odelia's staying home with Grandma and the dogs, and she's going to feed Buttercup and the chickens.
Yeah. And I'm sure Cooper
work
will
at the
be
shop.
Around.
I'm pretty sure Cooper will be here the whole time.
Except for at night.
He works.
But yeah, super excited about these. We are gonna turn the camera off real quick, get the stuff moved off, and because we're not live, we're gonna go ahead and just paint a couple of thrift projects and then we'll be done. So we're gonna be doing a couple of thrift flips while Zeb's getting seated down. I forgot to show you one thing. So I figured it was kerosene, but I didn't really know what it was. I just loved the way this looked. And this turns out it's an Aladdin aluminum kerosene lantern. And mostly they sell without the globes, which is great because this one didn't have one. And they're highly collectible for this age, and it's in good condition.
No dents or dings. It's not super tarnished.
It's got a couple scratches on it, but compared to the other ones I saw, and I looked it up, they sell for $60, $100, a lot, $60 to $100. I paid $2 and I'm selling it for $39.95. So super excited about that find. All right, let's get going on the thrift flips. I'm gonna be working on this bucket. If you guys remember earlier, it said fresh flowers. Zeb sanded it and put some toilet bowl cleaner on it to age it. It's dry and I'm ready for an IOD transfer.
So I have a new paper we've been playing with. If we go with this one, it'll be called Roses and Warblers. Warblers are birds. I might just go with Roses and Birds because that's easy to find.
Warblers.
But they're yellow warblers. That's what the bird is called.
We're still, this is testing phase, so not a final look.
Haven't even showed retailers. Usually we show them first. So, I need to tweak it. I need to brighten up the colors a little bit, I think, after printing it. So there's a lot of little tweaks and things that go into making the paper that you don't think about. You print it out and you're like, oh, that's not what the picture looked like on my screen. And so you got to adjust the colors and brightness and do a bunch of stuff, and then make sure it's not washed out or pixelated, and all the fun things.
And I'm using the Iron Orchid Designs Redow transfer that you can get at JamiRayVintage.com. You can also pick up the rice paper at JamiRayVintage.com, just not this print yet because it's still in testing phases. What is it called? Test?
So whoever gets this print, this is probably a one of a kind, because
pre-production.
Even if this does go into production, it won't look exactly like this.
This is our test kitchen. Get it?
I love it. Should we make the studio that we're planning on getting set up, should we make that look like a kitchen?
Should make it look, let's just get in the studio. Let's not worry about decorating it. We have a second floor studio space that's storage right now that we'd like to film in eventually, so that way our kids don't constantly have to be quiet. We can leave the messes, and it's not where we're gonna be cooking dinner. And so we don't have to move our haul, because we buy it at the thrift store, haul it into the house, photograph it, haul it outside, haul it back in for the video, haul it back out after the video, haul it to the store.
Haul what needs painted.
There's so many hauls
out all
happening.
the things. And then if they need stuff, when they're shipping, they can just be like, oh, it's upstairs.
Yeah, but if we did it at the shop, then it would already be there, and that would save us a lot of time. And we used to do that before, and then we filled up our other studio and we couldn't film there anymore. We have a habit of filling things up.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, I like that. It's pretty.
It looks brighter matted than it did not.
Comment below and let us know if you like this new design for a new JRV rice paper. They're the A4 size, because we will be working on some more designs for the next release.
Oh, there the camera darkened. Oh, it darkened up too much. Come on, camera. There we are. Anyway, I feel like that's a really good fit for this frame. Very elegant, fun little bird design. And I'm done. What are you done
Sorry,
over there?
this wasn't releasing the way that I wanted it to. I think that...
Do we need to seal that too?
We will. We just won't do it on camera.
We're just going to use a liquid sealer, probably DIY's Big Top on there would be perfect, because it's not going to make it too shiny.
So you know what I need to do? I'm going to cut this.
But it'll give it enough sheen that it'll protect it real well if it needs wiped or scrubbed.
Almost done.
And you showed them that, so we're pretty much done. So hopefully you guys have an amazing weekend while we're off and about, and that you don't miss us too bad. The live chat usually doesn't require us to be there anyway, because everybody's friends and hangs out, and
Well, Caitlin will still be on there, but you know what?
There's a chance we'll be on there too. We might be driving from Sholo, Arizona back to Mesa, Arizona, but you never know.
Yeah, and I don't know that we're even gonna give them time to miss us because we're not missing any videos. Like they won't even know. Like if we didn't tell them, they'd only know because we've pre-recorded.
How are they gonna know?
How would they know?
How are they gonna know?
All right, there we go. Look how pretty this is.
Look how easy that transfer released. I just peeled it without even pressing on anything.
And then it wasn't releasing for me. All right, I'm gonna put part of the words on here, but I'm gonna do that off camera because words take a little bit, but you guys get the idea. We'll seal this up and then this will be a really cute wall hanging flower bucket. So much better than that generic words that were on
Honestly,
here.
you don't even need to put flowers in that anymore. It's already got the floral on it.
You can do whatever you want. If you like this video and you like these items, you can visit JamiRayVintage.com, click Saturday Thrift Haul, and be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
See you later, guys. Love ya.